currently is at the top of solo kills when it comes to the LST with 13. Shadow behind him at 11. I think he actually got one yesterday, so that makes it 12. So we are seeing quite possibly a very explosive top lane matchup because both of these top laners are not shying away from fights.
100%. These are the two best top laners that we have in the LST right now. With very different playstyles. Libero and Shadow play more of a duo style where they work together to pick up kills for the team and then rotate and transfer gold around the map. Shadow, even debuting yesterday, he could play more of a carry-oriented top lane because he picked up the Corki, and even though he got foot so far behind, he died 5 times in lane. Permanently camped and died 5 times in lane. He still showed that he is perfectly capable of pulling out the late game carries and playing it from the last few minutes of the match. Whereas for Axis, it's just a split pushing top laner. So very dominant styles, very aggressive, but still very different from one another.
And I'm also additionally interested to see how Axis responds to a large amount of jungle pressure that we're going to likely see from Libero. Because if we talk about other teams they have to worry about, next up is going to be Armor Project. Alves has become a monster in the last 2 weeks, so starting to see how they're going to react to something like Libero and Shadow, I think is a good indicator of how that matchup might go later on in the week as we get closer and closer to playoffs. Let's take a look here at our bans so far. We're going to be getting rid of the Karma, the Irelia, and the Nautilus. And Axis Empire actually taking away the Elise, the Aatrox, and the Akali. Actually, I'm shocked they're actually getting rid of the Aatrox, because Shine has shown he can play into it.
Yes, he has, but he's up against Shadow here today. That's a different caliber top laner. You don't want him to get that incredibly strong pick. Another thing these 3 bans do is you've just gone, right, we've taken away priority first pick. All 3 champions at a priority first pick for win if they're on blue side, which means they have to immediately pivot towards what they've been doing well recently, which is drafting for the bottom lane. So now they've picked up Yuumi. Axis Empire now have a chance to secure some key picks to try and fight against this, and one of them is going to be Sivir. Don't allow Kagame to get that safe AD carry that can sit back in the lane and clear and farm and just play very passively. Force him onto something that you can take the fight to him with.
Which is also nice here too, because Blaze and Chili have actually stepped up in the last couple weeks too when it comes to the bot lane. If it wasn't for, Kagame's big performance yesterday, I'd say, there'd be a solid chance they can still expose this. They're also going to go ahead and pick up the Silas as well.
Taking away Libero's Silas is very nice coming out here, making sure that, his champion pool just gets crushed over and over again. We're not going to default to drafting for bottom lane first. I do not like the Ezreal pick here. You're up against Sivir. There's nothing you're going to be able to do in this bottom lane with Ezreal Yuumi in terms of aggression. And even if you're trying to play defensive, if Axis Empire's strategy is to attack you in the bottom lane, those picks are not going to help you out. Would have liked to see something like Kai'Sa instead that does have good wave clear and can dive into the backlines with the help of Yuumi. Olaf is the natural pick coming out here for Libero. If he wants to keep the tempo up, wants to pick a high priority jungler, Olaf will be able to go toe-to-toe against Silas and will be able to assist with whatever Arhedge as well as Shadow decide to pick up.
But for Chile here, we are going to be seeing the Pyke getting locked in, and we did see Win yesterday. They had some difficulties with the champion, so Axis deciding, all right, we want to have a high-pressure kill threat in the bot lane. Let's try and expose it.
Yeah, it's just really good against Yuumi as well. Same theory as Nautilus. If you have something that can lock down Yuumi, then she can't really use the fact that she can go invulnerable jumping onto another champion as a safety measure, because the hook lands onto Ezreal, you get a 2-for-1 special, bringing both of them back. Yes, a lot of people say Ezreal's very slippery, he can dash away, but that's all he can really do in terms of defense. He doesn't have a shield, doesn't have a heal, not very good in dueling situations if you are locked down by CC and focused on using Arcane Shift for repositioning. And Pyke is at the same time is able to give your team a natural gold advantage thanks to his bounties. If he's able to get a few kills, that gives gold over towards whoever got the last bit of damage during the assist, naturally increasing your gold for the entire team, and that could lead to a 4,000 or 5,000 gold lead just from Pyke's ultimate.
Let's see here. We get ourselves through our second ban phase. A lot of jungles taken off the table by Win. You also see the Nico and Renekton taken away from Axis Empire, but already we're going to have that Camille getting locked in. We're showing a lot of pick here from Axis Empire. Ooh. Meanwhile, though, Win going to bring out the first Mordekaiser for Summer Split.
I haven't seen the new Mordekaiser in competitive play, by the way. I know he's been played. I don't know how the hell this is going to work, but this is interesting. I like this because Sylas can now be flexed and can be put into the mid lane, and they can pick a jungler instead, which is exactly what Axis Empire have done. They've gone, okay, we're going to try and go late game. They've got the Corki Ezreal, which is a very good mid to late game composition. Good poke, good burst, good sustained damage as well. Safety in these fights. Karthus don't give a damn. Karthus presses R, and all your health bars are just straight up gone. Meanwhile, Sylas will be able to do fine against Corki in the mid lane. And again, Axis' entire draft here has been denial. Deny the first 3 priority picks of Win. Deny the follow-up picks of Nico as well as Renekton for Arhedge and Shadow. Deny the Camille fallback that would work so well with Olaf. Force Win to show their hand of what else do you guys have when you're on blue side. Win have responded pretty well. Don't like the pick of Ezreal for Kagame, but still works with Corki, and Mordekaiser is definitely something new.
All right, well, let's see here. It's game 1, Win taking on Axis Empire.
Do you know much about Mordekaiser? The new man, the new Mordekaiser?
I have I have a sneaking suspicion here. Let's see first.
How does him ulting someone when Yumi's on him work?
Shine. Gonna have to force out the hook shot.
That's fine.
You do bring the cat with you, I believe.
Oh my god.
There was actually a major bug in beta where you would bring the cat, and then the cat would just stay there. Yumi would just be in a different dimension. It'd be locked in the Shadow Realm for the entire game.
That's so funny.
Until I think until someone got ulted again and they came in and then she could light on. She's like, "Don't die, please. I want to leave." Oh yeah, new Mordekaiser. That's actually kind of cool. Both our top players pretty much have call-out ultimates saying we're gonna 1v1 and you're gonna like it or not.
Jimmy's Hextech Ultimatum isn't as effective as it would be in lane, but this is Win already going for a very early invade against Karthus, which can be effective. But Karthus is, contrary to popular belief, a very strong level 1 champion because his Q, the Lay Waste, can deal quite a bit of damage. It is a spammable spell. You can already see him using just to try and zone away Win, but he's not getting much damage from this. Just wasting time. Everyone's here. Just having a Skittle party right now. Oh, that's bad.
Carino, here we go, over the wall. That's going to be a flash ward from Libero. Shadow, though, goes down extremely low. Flashes back over to safety in the red buff pit. Meanwhile, that's going to be first blood going on to the Olaf.
That was a bit of miscommunication coming out from Axis Empire. Not exactly what they were looking for. Carino still go back in.
Carino, you're a mad lad. Shine, though, goes over the wall, and he's able to take down Shadow. But at what cost here? The axes are going to continue to land. Nice sidestep is available. Carino over toward the side. Libero maybe a 2-4-4. Carino goes back over the wall. And it's going to be a shutdown in response. Another kill onto the Olaf.
Are they trying to pull the minions through?
Shine! You mad lad! What are you doing? It's 3 kills on Libero.
That was... Okay, level 1 fights always look like everyone's got wet noodles and they're swinging them around and just trying to smack each other with low bits of damage and low hit points. But that was an absolute fiesta coming out from Axis Empire. I like the idea of how they wanted to commit to that. You've got 2 champions that have gap closers and stuns ready to assist with the lay waste that we've thrown down by Caspiel, but the execution was very flawed. Yes, Caspiel has a lot of damage and can contribute during these early fights. On top of that, if he suicides in an optimal position, he can deal extra damage from beyond the grave. I'll talk about that after he skirmishes here.
See, Caspel's going to lose out here. Just going to go back into the jungle. A bit greedy to try to assume you'll be able to get that red.
So it's just a 3 buff suck coming up for Libero with 3 kills and Olaf. You don't really want to fight him anymore. The consequence here coming out for Caspiel is now he's on Karthus against a very aggressive jungler in the early game who has 3 kills. Already has Stalking Smite. That is ridiculous. With 2 bloody long swords.
Yeah, you know, he's going to get that warrior enhancement pretty fast.
He's accelerated. Libero is incredibly accelerated and now very scary. That was nice coming out from Shadow.
Yeah,
but you just look back at that level 1 fight, and it was kind of Caspiel baiting, but you're against Corki, Olaf, and Mordekaiser. Mordekaiser's just really your brick wall. He's going to deal some good damage, some decent AoE.
Well, Chili on the hunt here. He's going to get himself a quick, gets a nice knockback.
That's
Nicely
nice.
done. Gets at least the flash out of the Ezreal. Will be the flash ignite for that one summoner, though.
Yeah, good hook to bring him back and forces crucial summoner spell. Means Ezreal is not as safe as before. You can see how much damage this Mordekaiser does.
It's a very rough lane. Because if Shine tries to go for a leg sweep, you're pretty much committing to a grab back from Shadow. It's not a fun time here. And he needs assistance.
He's dead. No, he didn't go back. So unless he's got hook shot to try and escape this, he's just strictly dead.
Let's see here if he's able to pull it off. Libero, that's going to be a quick Shine going for a ride, but he goes in a straight line, and that's going to be another kill. 4 kills on the Olaf.
Caspiel can't even step up here. If not, he's just going to get dove as well. He's level 3 on Karthus. And it goes back to this level 1. Mordekaiser's just a brick tank. Corki as well as Libero are very strong in the early game, especially Olaf being able to chain axes. Caspiel can't be the one that face tanks the damage there. You need someone like Carino going in before they get the first axe on towards Karthus and starting it up with a stun to lock them down for the lay waits and allowing Shine to come through and dealing extra damage at level 1. Instead, they allowed Win to jump onto Caspiel. Caspiel panics and flashes away, only to be gunned down by the axes afterwards. Splits the fight, means that even when he dies, he's not at a choke point to lay down 3 or 4 more crucial lay wastes after the fight starts. He was also missing a lot of his poke very early on. And the Clown Fiesta afterwards, that was just really Axis trying to fish for another kill here and there, but not executing it very well. So well played coming out from the top side of Win to pick up the early advantage. It's pretty much put them so far ahead that this early game for Axis is nothing but rough, especially if Caspiel needs to farm to scale up into late game, and their split pushing threat of Shine has been completely locked down in this early game. He is not going to be a threat for such a long time now.
These Castles getting into that jungle, trying to sneak back some gold here and there from the Olaf. Now taking the Raptor camp for their second time. Just going to scoop back out. Either way, though, it's still a 2,500 gold lead for Win at 6.5 minutes. Majority of that is on this Olaf that now has completed Warrior's Enchantment. Already good ward coverage.
So
has been able to keep it.
Just taking stock of things like you talk about, the gold is pretty drastic at this point in time. But look at this. Shine can't even get into a 1-on-1. Take it to the Shadow Realm and just instantly killed here. Unbelievable. Unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, we're experiencing some technical difficulties, so Opal's microphone not working at this point in time. I will be your host, Matthew Fish Stewart. Dual player play, color shoutcaster, just reporting for duty, covering for some time. But that's what we were talking about earlier. Shine is now so far behind that he can't dual Shadow in the top lane anymore. And Shadow hits level 6 first, pops the ultimate. Shine just accepts his fate that he's going to die. Meanwhile, the big brawl going down the mid lane. Carino can only steal the Corki ultimate. Doesn't give him too much with just one charge of the rockets. But Libero showing up just behind him. Nothing much you can do. Meanwhile, bottom lane, we're going to see another stun coming through. Good Ignite coming down on what the Jets going to be taken out very low. Chili going to try and push through. Last auto attack from Blaze. Able to get the kill on towards Yuumi. The constant pressure in the bottom lane does finally pay off, but at what cost? The rest of the map is just bleeding out here for Axis. Caspiel can't even go close towards his red. Wants to try and get the steal. Not going to be able to do so. Libero is going to be able to tick over towards level 6. Shadow is level 7, and they're prepping for another dive on the top side of the map. At least get a look to try and see if they can steal these Krugs away. Keep Caspiel level 5. They're going to go aggressive. Ragnarok's being popped, forcing Caspiel to flash backwards. A single axe already chunks out Caspiel. About 13% of his hit points being taken away with every single one of those. Caspiel is struggling. And the question has always been, when you've gone up against Win, is how do you attack their map? Because look at bottom side. That was one gank that came down from Caspiel, mostly set up by Chili and Blaze. And you've got a nice 20 CS deficit down here. The lane's pushing in. You're going to get some turret plating for yourself. That's something you can set up to attack. But a lot of times we see so many teams put a lot in towards the top side of the map, somewhere where Shadow, Libero, and Arhedge are so strong that if you invest all your resources up there, you're not going to get too much back. Unless you do something similar to what we saw between Win as well as Liab yesterday. where you had an unorthodox topside strategy coming out from Liab in the first game that was able to neutralize the threats of Shadow in Libero's early game prowess. And then in the second game, we just saw them try to go toe-for-toe, blow for blow, where they picked assassins themselves, just tried to mash them, said, you know what, we're equally good mechanically. And it almost worked out for Liab in 2 of yesterday's games. But no team has really just tried to attack this bottom lane. Axis want to try and go for it again. Good Wall of Pain coming up. Good damage onto Kagame. Flashes into the wall, and he's able to get that kill. Caspiel's picking that one up. Chili very low. The minions are going to be able to attack him down. Doesn't get the health back. Libera's going to try and join this fight as well. Blaze is going to try and run away. Does have Flash available. Ragnarok's been popped. Good Chili might to slow him down. Flashes forward. Waits for the bubble to pop. Throws out the axe. Another Ragnarok from the sky. It's going to be enough. Libero 5-0-0. 500 gold bounty on the jungler, and win just looking unstoppable in all the games they've played so far in the LST. The new blood of Shadow and Libero has been fantastic to watch, combined out with a veteran mid laner of Arhedge and a veteran Thai support of What the Jesu. You might be familiar with him. He's played in a few Thai rosters, but also played for KLH, which a lot of the players are now with the Win organization, Arhedge and Kagame being one of them. But after all that, sitting about a 4,000 gold lead coming in for Win. And hey, look at this. Opal's back.
How you doing, Fish?
It's great.
What'd I miss out? Oh, I see Libero got another kill. Look at this, though. Axis Empire. They want to try and get a kill of their own, but no follow-up.
Nah.
It looks like a rough time. It's a 4,000 gold lead.
Yeah.
Ah.
It's one of those games.
Ah.
If I was playing right now, you know, /FF at 15 minutes.
Oh, no, you kind of be wishing you're playing an ARAM. You're getting it at 12 minutes.
And pray that all 5 of my teammates are like, yes, this game is done.
When you're all in the same Discord call, too, and then one person just hits no, and you're like, why? Sorry about that. Things are on fire.
Blaze is like still so far ahead.
Oh, jeez. Shine is getting just
Oh, no, he's been absolutely dismantled.
Oh, jeez.
Shadow
I've gone for 2 minutes, and this is, oh, jeez.
Shadow has literally put him in the Shadow realm.
Oh, jeez. Yeah.
Like,
man, this is actually like a full damage board, too. Going proto belt? Oh, my lord. He's going to start stealing away jungle. Caspel is still only level 6?
Yep.
Oh!
Yeah, Win have won this game. I don't know what to tell you. You know what the funny thing is? They still won bottom lane, but guess what? No one put their eggs in the bot lane basket. Gamish is dead.
Redemption going to come out. I don't know. I think he's a little... Okay, there's enough executions there. But meanwhile, you got Rift Hill being taken by Win.
And again, it's just my frustration with LST teams. Win have a very clear problem in the bottom lane. This game proves just that. 113 CS to 78. They've expended 1 weak Karthus gank towards the bottom lane. That's it. And they've still be able to create such a big lead. Imagine if they invested heavily in bottom lane fights. Shadow, though.
Ooh. A little too close for comfort there. He's going to back off. They do get rid of... Oh, Castle, that meteor coming out. Doesn't take him down. And Arhedge going to continue getting a little bit of damage here and there. Libero's just going to go for a dive. Karina's not careful. All right, Chili's nearby to give him some safety.
Have we seen any team try to punish bottom lane against Win? Any?
No.
Exactly. I don't understand. How are Win 5-0 without a single team going, let's attack their weak bottom lane?
The fact that they have a 4,000 gold lead, but that's still a 40 CS difference in bot lane. It's very concerning. Like sure, if they are able to say it's something that they need to clear out, especially if they want to go further than just LST. Because this will get exploited heavily.
Oh, yes, it will. If Win make it to the World Championship this year, and they debut bottom lane this week, it is going to be a disaster. Imagine going up against Uzi in the bottom lane with this.
You're not even looking at Uzi. You're looking at other play-in teams that you're going to have to go up against, and they're still very talented rosters. And yeah, that's true,
I'm just thinking, imagine going up against Chiefs eSports Club from the OPL who has Raze in the bottom lane.
Yeah.
Who will abuse that, and their jungler will be able to camp that. It's quite devastating to see how much of a gap there is in the bottom lane for Win in comparison to the top side of the map, but also frustrating that nobody is taking advantage of that.
Oh, Chili, bud. I don't know if you want that. You're bringing 2 with you. Karina's going to go for the flash forward. That's going to be the final chapter being popped, but our Libero's already taken him down. And now Shadow's going to rejoin. Package coming over toward the side, and they are just cleaning up the Empire. And they are not striking back here.
Yeah, super dead at this point, Opal. Super dead. Shadow wants to bring him
Oh,
to the
no.
Shadow Realm. Here you come, buddy.
Oh,
Where you
Blaze.
going?
Oh,
Where you going?
He can't run anywhere. He's underneath this tower. Shadow, actually. Shadow? Oh, what? What the heck? Shadow! What?
We don't talk about that. I didn't know turrets can protect you in the Shadow Realm.
Oh, yeah. So I guess the best way to put it is the Shadow Realm is just a copy of the Rift. Exact copy. Like, structure-wise.
Okay.
There is no, like, dragon in the Shadow Realm.
Damn it.
But, like, structures. The non-living things.
What Baron Shadow Realm? Shadow Realm Baron.
Shadow Nasher?
Yeah.
That just sounds like a super buffed-up Baron. That sounds like the Halloween event. Are we leaking Halloween event details?
Shh, don't tell anyone.
Oh, no.
I really hope Wing can fix their bottom lane situation, though, because, again, I hate to be...
It's
I
a
hate
really
to harp on
talented
it.
team.
Yes, but something's just not going right. And when they draft these simple utility-based AD carries for Kagame and good protection supports for What the Jess, even Yumi's fine. They do so well. His Sivir games have been great to watch. He's able to hold his own. Yes, he might fall down 20-odd CS, but he won't get constantly ganked and put behind or just strictly lose a 2-on-2, which has been happening.
Oh, yikes. Yeah. Yeah, that's gonna hurt.
Yeah, Thor just goes, "You are not worthy." Sorry.
7-0-1 on this Olaf. Oh,
But
my.
It's just disappointing to see that they haven't been able to react to it very well. This Ezreal pick has been a comfort pick almost for Kagame, but he hasn't been able to perform on the champion very well.
And
I'd like to see him just go, you know what, just pick Ashe.
yeah, I think if anything, you should be practicing Ashe right now. Because I guarantee you come to an international event, even playoffs, I think, teams are going to recognize, just get rid of the Sivir, and we have a shot of taking the bot lane and trying to...
Not a shot, you can. Because every single LST team has been able to do that. If Kagame is on Ezreal and What the Jess is on something like Yuumi, they win bot lane. It's not even a chance. They've won bottom lane. The question is, who's going to finally put bottom lane in the bin? Who's going to pick up that bot lane, go, you're garbage, in the bin, and then just shut it down and then make it so that the top side of the map has to fight back against you? Not even Mega did that. Abdul had 100 CS lead against Kagame. Needs to be addressed, but top lane is just way too strong at the moment for Win. On top side, it's way too strong.
See Chili going to clear out the ward. Castle's been loving these Raptors. The one thing he's been able to take away. Meanwhile, we start to see our Edge also starting to get his own gold. And let's see. Chili's looking for a hook. Doesn't get hooked right there, but that's going to be the arcane shift away and gets over to safety. Libero's here, but the rest of the team has disengaged. They also have the on the hunt if they wanted to.
Libero's got Black Cleaver, Warriors, Enchant, and a Hex Drinker. No one's fighting the Solaf anymore, okay? The game is pretty much done here, Opal.
Oh, Chili. I don't think you wanted to bring him closer. Well, now the question is, here for a win, how long is this game going to go? You got a massive advantage. You have this Olaf that got 3 kills before 2 minutes. How fast are you looking to close things out? Because otherwise, it's always just been the top side of the map. Everything else has been pretty quiet. You know, RH gets an assist here and there. Other than that, though, it's been Shadow doing plenty of work here in this matchup. I do like the Mordekaiser pickup, though. Oh, here we go. Chili gets himself the hook back. Is the follow-up damage there? Yes, it will. Caspiel able to pick up a kill, but guess what? The rest of Win say, cool, you killed our Ezreal. Guess what? We plan on taking your entire team with you. That's going to be just instantly Carino getting chunked out. That's forcing a teleport out of Blaze, and Chili, he's running, but Prowling Projectile finds its mark.
Hey, they're still going to go and find Blaze, but little do they know he's teleported towards the top lane just to escape from that, but they trade a full all-in on towards Kagame for 2 kills going away Vaxes and even forcing Blaze to use both his summoner spells. And you can kill Kagame all you want, but he's not the player you need to kill right now. You need to get rid of this Mordekaiser, Corki, and Olaf, because one of those 3 picks is 8-0-1.
Additionally, too, now, 3 Mountain Drakes before 20 minutes.
Oh,
so
yeah.
This Baron's going to be non-existent.
They don't even need to do Baron.
Jeez. Castle. Oh, the final auto attack came through.
They just need to literally siege mid. You know what? Just, Ezreal, sell your boots, get a rapid fire cannon. Corki, turn that dagger into a rapid fire cannon, and just siege mid. That's all you got to do now. Just get the extra range and just turrets. That's it. That's all you got to do now. Then GG go next.
Let's see, Carino trying to set up a little bit of a play here. Chili's nearby. There's going to be Valkyrie available here shortly. Is now up, so Chili is spotted out on a ward, so just going to back off. And Win almost seem like, no, they're just waiting for another pick. Not really trying to force anything. Don't need to. But I would like to see them try and be proactive. Baron's coming up. Oh,
That's
I see a cursor.
That's Wins Baron.
Ah. Does it just have the Win logo like stamped onto it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Branded Baron.
Branded Baron.
How do you fight this bloody... You can't fight
don't.
Mordekaiser anymore.
No, you don't.
You get within range, he just ults you and you die.
If you're within range, you
What's
get
that?
slowed by Rylai's, and there's no escape. And unfortunately, you know, it's not like you could do something really tricky with Shine where you try and, like, push him out of the Shadow Realm because it's just a wall. It's unlike Camille Ultimate where, you know, if you get rid of the Camille out of the zone, you can leave. No, you're in there for the entire duration.
For a while.
Chili gets that hook, but the package was available for our edge, so he gets back to safety. Carino going to steal. Caspel's already dead at this point. Let's see. They get themselves the hook onto... Oh, my Lord. That amount of regen that came out of the Olaf is absolutely disgusting. Final chapter is going to be there. Oh, boy. That's another kill. Chili's going to bite the dust, and pings are out onto the Baron. This should be very fast.
Flash.
Libero's just flashing over.
He don't care anymore. He's like, I want this Baron.
Oh, my Lord.
Sorry.
Oh, no. Yeah, no, that Baron... All right. That's your triple Mound Drake
What a
coming
god.
in.
He just flashed over for Baron.
Yeah. That's how far this game is.
He's got a GA.
Yeah.
Everyone on Win's got a bounty except for Kagame.
Yeah, that's how they that's part of the strategy.
Kagame's been in 2 of the 15 kills.
Yep. Kitty's been more involved. And usually the cat is attached to the AD carry for the first part of the game. All right, say for Axis Empire. Say when don't do anything proactive here. They're able to turtle out. What's the game plan? Pray?
No.
No.
It doesn't happen right now.
It doesn't happen.
Karthus gets 6 items and presses R and wins.
That's the plan.
I think that's
Libero! Oh, Chili! Oh no! Chili True Shot Barrage! You walked back into the straight line.
Yeah, your plan is can you get 6 items on Karthus and Sivir, because then you might have a chance. But Shine can't split push, and he won't get to a point where he can. Unless you go towards like 60 minutes. He won't get to a point where he can split push, so 10,000 gold lead. Axis are really hoping that they try and get Sivir and Karthus as many items as possible and get a good team fight, but...
Here's the split push. That's going to be second tier tower in top lane taken out.
Normally mountains don't matter too much, but when you're this far ahead...
Oh, it's disgusting.
You
Each one
just
of those
kill
auto
turrets.
attacks does like 10% of the health of the turret. Meanwhile, you're now going to lose mid lane because you threw 4 people toward the top side of the map. Caspel's going to get chunked by a Prowling Projectile. The Yumi's already starting to do too much damage. Well, let's see here. Win just going to keep the siege up. They have a minion wave up in top lane. You got Chili. He has to back off. Carino can't be that far forward. He will get dove as that tower falls. And now the inhibitor, next one on the list. Even that, Caspel's landing full, just lay waste. Oh no, Blaze gets caught out. He's getting sent to the Shadow Realm. And Shadow loves the duel. He's going to find himself the kill. And that's going to be Carino also going to join him with. Chili's going to try and flash, but final chapter finds its mark with the help of our edge, and they find themselves a kill. Requiem comes out. They do not even care. Little damage from Caspiel. And now Libero can start pushing up onto the Nexus towers. Caspiel gonna flash away. Shine has to watch as his base is now turned into ruins. And there's a shutdown, but it's a little too late. 19-7 your kill count. They're gonna try and make it 20 here as they pick up Caspiel. That's gonna be game one going in favor of Win here in game one. Hi, Fish.
That was the League of Legends game, ladies and gentlemen.
That's a League of Legends game when you give 3 kills to the Olaf at 2 minutes.
And when you clown around red buff at minute 1, that's a League of Legends game.
Like, you know, Karthus passive is useful, but you need at least level 2.
No, it's fine level 1. You just got to be in amongst it. The problem, again, is, like, they don't have a plan. Like, Win had a plan, which is we're going to kill Karthus. But Axis' plan was, Karthus, you bait, and then we kill whichever one goes for you. And they got the back end of the fight. Yeah. It just turned into a split fight where they were able to gun down Karthus and then go for the rest of the team afterwards. Olaf is very strong in level 1, so kind of makes sense too. I mean, this was just a game that Axis realistically just lost from the get-go. Like, and we're going to take a look at that
very
first. You'll see what I mean. Coming over the Krugs wall is going to be Silas. Silas is going to try and jump over the Krugs wall. Oh, no, sorry. It says Shine. So Karina's waiting here. Caspiel steps way too far forward. Like, he's missing all his layways, but he should not be this far forward.
I think he gets hit by red. The wall and the red buff.
And then Shine and Karina go in. But look at this. Libero's like, that's fine. You can fight those guys. I'll just head straight over. Shadow.
And then he tries to rejoin.
Shadow almost dies to red buffs. It almost works into a one-on-one. But then they try to go back in. After Libero's pretty much secured red buff, like, what are you doing at this point? You've lost the fight. Stop going back in. Libero's got red buff and is level 2 on Olaf. Right here, if you've got a stun available to fight underneath the turret, great. If not, get the heck out of here. And you can see Karina wants to go back in, but Shine is on a completely different page. He's like, hell no, buddy.
Additionally, too,
now, why does Shine go back? Like, right, Shine, stop it. You're done. Also, Time Walk Tonic.
Every time.
Beautiful bloody rune to have when you're fighting a level 1. You've all got refill pots. Like, that's nasty.
There's just some
That was a perfect game. Was it? No, it wasn't.
No, they got 3 kills. They got 7 kills.
Damn it.
Oh, you got excited.
Everything else was gone. Like, no drakes, no turrets.
A lot of big eggs there.
Yeah, Axis Empire gonna have to really go back to the drawing board and go, what the hell was that level 1? And again, I really want to see a team attack Win's bottom lane. I feel like that's your only real win condition. Their top side is very strong. Liab tried so hard to disrupt it, and they actually succeeded. Those were very close games that were coin flips. But they had to do so much to disrupt the top side of the map, whereas you could see Yuumi did more damage than Ezreal.
Yeah.
So, yes, go bot side.
Libero's going to get our MVP. 12 KDA. 0 deaths.
Yeah, you can't not give it to him. I'm sorry. You can't not after the level 1 and then following up with 10 kills.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah.
It's a nasty Olaf.
That's an Olaf that's just like, hi.
And they picked Karthus into the Olaf as well. I don't understand. Like, you know that they're playing an Olaf jungle. Why are you still going with Karthus, especially when you had Silas as a flex pick? Like, just throw Silas in the jungle instead. Oh, like, that would have been completely fine. Then get something else to go into mid lane against Corki. You would have had double good picks. But instead, they're just like, no, we're not going to do that.
It was a rough one there for Axis. They do still have game 2, though. To go back to the drawing board and say, all right, let's maybe not try that level 1 again. Let's look at the... Oh, Fish is already...
I'm upset.
You're upset.
No one's attacked the bottom lane yet. When will I get my...
Is this the debut of Coach Fish?
Am I going to have to wait till Worlds for it?
All right, let's see. We're going to go ahead and take a short break. When we come back, it's going to be game 2 of our first set.